All right. We've officially reached that part of the calendar where every night is a completely different kind of sweat. The NBA playoffs are here, which means every game suddenly matters and every line feels like a trap. The MLB is in full swing, daily bets, early overreactions, and bullpens already ruining lives. And the UFC is back this weekend, where one bad read can end your entire night in about 30 seconds. Three sports, three completely different ways to lose money. Let's talk about it. I'm Brogan,
I'm Sean.
And I'm Nick.
And
and
I'm
we have a guest this week. Shout out Jack for joining the pod. Appreciate you as a guest. Jack is the pod's NBA expert. Um, Phone a friend for sure. So appreciate him being here with the NBA playoffs starting today. But before we get into that talk, let's get some regrets going here. Man, I can go first because I only have four shots, I think. Let's see. What happened last week for me? Um, Scotty Scheffler, first round under 70 and a half. That hit. I think he did shoot a 70, so he was right on the button for that one. Harry English and Nikolai Hogard to make the cut. Hogard didn't make the cut. I'm not sure if English did, so that bet was dead in the water. Yuri Prohashka, money line. Yeah, he's fighting a dude with blown out knee. Still gets caught. Gotta love the UFC. So that didn't hit. And Curtis Blades, man, he is a warrior. I am not upset to take a shot for Curtis Blades at all. That dude went toe to toe with Josh Hokit. Hokit got the better of him, but I don't know how he ate so many punches. So that was sweet. Because I fucked up the parlay of the week and I had three losing bets, I got four shots heading my way. So we're back to the Bull and Bear still starting to put a dent into this, or going to put a dent into it after today. So yeah,
Very nice.
fuck me.
I'll go next here, Nick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I went 0-3 in my locks. I did hit the parlay of the week, so I got three shots. The first one was my Nerfy D of D-backs Mets at minus 150, and I forgot how exactly I lost it, but I put it in my notes here. The two out home run in the bottom of the first. That's a killer for any Nerfy. That's just it's a bad beat. It's unfortunate. Um, Brewers Dodgers money line on the 10th, so last Friday. Dodgers just taking care of business as usual, rolling, but the Brewers struggled against the Washington Nationals. Tragic. And last week, Celtics spread versus the Knicks. They were covering. It was plus 4.5. They were covering back-to-back threes. Ended up losing by 6. Very unfortunate there. But Cub Swanson did knock out Nate Landwehr in his last retirement fight. So good to see. I got three shots. We got Old Smoky Tennessee Salty Caramel Whiskey coming up. Brogan, how you doing?
This whiskey is not the greatest. Not gonna lie. My throat burns. I think I did four of them. I don't love it. I love that it's a Saturday morning though when we're recording this, so
All
it's
before
better than just
noon?
a random Wednesday night or Thursday night like we normally do.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
does Jack have to take the shots with Sean since you guys are together, or like, what are we feeling here?
Doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. We also got the shitty Astral tequila
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
as well. So you want
I.
anything?
Definitely decline. This is really nice stuff. I know you guys paid a lot of money for this, so I don't
Yeah.
want to like that, but
Yeah. So I'm also completely dog shit. I went 1-3 last week. The Pitbull Pico fight with the KO TKO and or DQ. It obviously went to decision, and Pico ended up winning, beating. So that just sucked for me. With the way how those guys typically fight, I thought somebody was gonna be fucking knocked out. Just doesn't happen that way. Landwehr, Sean kind of covered it. I thought he was gonna be able to win that fight. It just did fuck it. It just didn't work out in my way. And then the Radke one. All right, I was very sad about this one. I really, once again, I thought they're gonna stand there and fucking bang. That's just not what fucking happened. That is not how it ended up. It was just, I don't know, man. It was just a bad beat for me on the UFC. So we're gonna do another pivot. I went 1-3 with the UFL. And now I went 1-3 with the UFC. So we're gonna repivot. Actually, my one UFL bet this week hit with the Gamblers Defenders on the over 47.5. We were all on the unders, but with the Defenders offense, kind of clicking, and the Gamblers defense kind of being a little bit shaky to start the good old UFL season. I just thought that was definitely a bang. So fortunately, Shaw and I both hit the parlay of the week. Brogan, I'm so sad.
Yeah,
if
man,
you're one
I'm a
bet.
I'm a charity case, dude.
Dude,
I don't know why I'm here.
We could have redeemed ourselves if we would have just hit the
I
parlay
know.
of the week. If we would have
Dude,
all in 1-3.
Curtis Blades, man. I didn't believe the Josh Hokett hype. I thought Blades was going to run through him. But now Hokett's fighting in the White House card, so Hokett's here to stay.
Why you couldn't have been taking that guy seriously? What do you mean he's
Right.
so business?
Yeah, I know. Did you see? Well, I don't know if you saw, but apparently his coach cannot coach him for the UFC fight for some reason. So he tweeted asking if there's any ring girls that want to coach him. Any of the UFC ring girls that walk around with the signs to say yeah. He asked if there's any of them that want to coach him for the UFC fight in his corner.
Did you see any of his presser beforehand? The bits and shit that he was doing.
Oh yeah.
I forget who was interviewing him. He's like, just super trying to be a nerdy guy, and he's like, I don't play chess, but I know a queen when I see one.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's fighting Derek Lewis in the White House card, so it's gonna be sick.
He's kind of what the UFC needs, though. I mean, UFC doesn't really have a lot of characters. I mean, Patty the Batty, a little bit maybe, but obviously he lost in his last fight. I mean, a lot of the guys that have the titles in the UFC right now are maybe a little boring, at least in my personal opinion. So, I mean, obviously Hokett doesn't have the title yet, but I guess it's good to see these young guys maybe have a little bit of personality, bring something to the sport.
I mean, especially heavyweight. Heavyweight's been dead for years.
Right. I mean, it's been a terrible division, so to have a guy like that up there, definitely exciting to see. And we will see him on the White House card. All right. Well, now that we got through our regrets, this week is hopefully going to be better. We have been ice cold as a pod for the last about a month. So, Jack, we're really hoping that you bring your NBA knowledge here, as well as some spark to this pod, because, yeah, we have been ice cold. Hasn't been good. You know how cold we are? Nick has been hyping up Dontavian Wicks becoming Devontae Adams.
Okay.
And guess what happened this last week? Dontavian Wicks gets traded to the Eagles for a 5th and a 6th round pick. When Wicks was a 5th rounder himself.
That's pretty good haul for the Packers, not gonna lie, for a 5th rounder.
What?
That's a pretty good haul. But I was so sad when I saw that. I was depressed. I'm like, dude, first off, I didn't call him fucking Devontae Adams. I said he has really good footwork and bad hands, like how Devontae Adams had at the beginning of his career, right? With the Packers.
No, you compared them.
That's the comparison. Good footwork, bad hands. That's the comparison. Okay, I'm not saying Devontae or Wicks is a fucking future Hall of Famer like Devontae is. I'm saying that their skill set was similar going into the league.
I don't know. For the single listener out there, go back and listen to it.
Yeah. You were pretty high on Dontavian Wicks.
I was. I still am. I think he's a good. If he can get his fucking hands in order, bro, he'll be pretty solid.
No.
He'll be solid, bro. He will be.
So does this mean A.J. Brown is on his way out then if they are restocking their wide receiver room?
Apparently they're going into the draft with the mentality that he's not going to be on the roster. So,
which is fair.
I mean,
yeah.
If you have a wide receiver that just hates your quarterback all the time, you can't keep that guy around. That's just like locker room cancer, bro. You can't.
Speaking of some locker room cancer, too, in the NFL news, Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel getting after it with each other. I saw Rossini step down from the Athletic. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Rossini getting a little friendly with Mike Vrabel? Do we care?
I don't know. We're going to be interrogating journalistic integrity on the pod.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jack, this is a really deep pod.
I don't really get that much.
Well, okay. I saw an interview that Delaney was doing with like a bunch of fucking people, and she called her husband an average guy, like an average looking guy. It's like, dude, you can't say that about your husband. You know, like you can't just call.
I mean, yeah, we don't know their dynamic, their
Well,
relationship. Like
To say
she
that
would
on
do this.
national news?
Well, I mean, this was like the thing. I mean, your spouse is like a safe punching bag, right? Like,
I
of all
guess.
things, you say, this is something that's secure in my life. I'm coming on here. I'm trying to be relatable. It's a tough spot. I mean, yeah, now all that shit is getting thrown back in her face. Like, I mean, she's been on like Ryan Russillo's podcast and stuff before, and like definitely plays the part of like kind of edgy. Like, am I flirting with it? Like, and that's fine. I mean, I have no problem with it. Like, you got to do what you got to do, and
Right.
especially as a woman, it's tough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. This is a super feminist pod. Let's not get too detailed. I know you guys have already covered this on many prior episodes, so I'll get off my soapbox. But maybe save
Well, yeah,
that one
I was interested too. Not that it matters. I mean, this is kind of a not a huge story in my book, but I was surprised on how much the media surrounding the NFL seemed to not report on this story. Like obviously there's a lot of shit coming out on like Twitter and social media, but it seemed like there wasn't a whole lot of like there's a lot of people staying quiet, I guess, on the story, which just seemed a little interesting to me. Like, I don't know. But all
Especially
right.
since we're this deep in the off season, I feel like the media would just like want to report on anything. I feel like
Right.
that's why social media is grabbing onto it because there's just fucking nothing going on right now. You
Well,
know,
and that's why I
Yeah.
feel like it almost like got bigger was because like it's almost like they avoided it, but then social media just kept like snowballing it. I don't know. I didn't let's like overall I don't think it's that big of a story. Like if Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel wanna hang out at this fucking couples retreat place, like go ahead. But like I don't know. Like what does it change? Like Rossini gets scoops from Vrabel. All right. Like I mean I get Vrabel's married. It's not a good look, but like as far as like actually mattering, like it only matters to their like families. Like as far as like the media world, I don't think that really matters. But
yeah, I mean that's the sadder part is that both of
well,
them are
right,
just
yeah.
smear. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I mean everyone's making jokes. I mean, I'm sure there's Reddit threads that are just going nuclear right now. All these incel guys that are like, "Oh fuck her, she said the Jets suck."
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see a like she can keep her post like as a journalist out there. Like I don't see an issue with that. Like Jack was saying, like it's mostly like an internal family thing, you know. Um, unless if
And
it,
I was gonna say this isn't a unique. I've heard this elsewhere, but it's like I mean, yeah, we'll see what she does. I mean, there's obviously places like Barstool that would probably welcome, just like they did Gruden, like people like this with open arms because they don't, you know. I mean, I
oh
know you
yeah,
guys are direct competitors. I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Like 1A, 1B.
right. You
yeah.
guys are trying to keep things
Yeah.
amicable, but like, especially in this media day and age, like it's not like everything's so buttoned up and white collar. It's like you can get a job if you want it, but who knows? I mean, if you had your whole personal life smeared on the internet,
Yeah.
you want to go back to that? I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe she wants to
yeah.
write.
It's not a career ender by any means. Like she'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was a little bit worried about the Brewers' season ending this past week. The Brewers lost 6 in a row
I'm gonna put a
in
train in my
MLB
mouth.
news.
What a transition.
I know. Yep. And they luckily beat the Blue Jays 2-1 on back-to-back games. Did you guys see how they won the game yesterday? Or not yesterday? I guess 2 days ago now. Hell yeah!
Bunts.
Small ball,
Small
three bunts
ball.
in a row.
Bunts are back.
Watching the Rays. Butts are
Yeah.
back.
Bunts are back. Yeah, dude. Why hit dingers when you can just lay down the bunt? I mean,
I saw a highlight posted by like ESPN of like I think it was Christian Yelich like bunting it straight down the third baseline and like it just staying right on the
Yep.
line the entire time. And everybody
Yep.
was just glazing the fuck out of it. And I'm here. I mean, just because it's the Brewers, you know.
There's
So
a
there's why I pay
well-played
attention to
bunt
it.
in baseball is incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet. Oh, I bet. I bet.
yeah. Well, and unfortunately though, that what you saw of Yelich bunting that would likely have been at least a week ago because he is on the IL for at least a month with
Yeah.
with an abductor strain. So,
Yeah, that
yeah.
sucks to see. I mean,
death,
it's
taxes, Yelly missing a month in the baseball season. I mean, you're gonna have that.
been nothing but a class act since he's been with the Brewers, but goddamn
Mhm.
it, he cannot stay healthy.
No, dude cannot stay healthy. But if we can get him in the playoff time, if we can make the playoffs,
yeah. I'd much rather have him miss a month now than a month in September or October.
Right. So, yeah, I mean MLB news. I don't know if there's really a whole lot to cover. Obviously, it's on its way. Seems like there's a lot of like mid team, like a lot of teams are right around 500 this year. The Dodgers are obviously 15-4.
Parity level is very interesting right now. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
a read on because I love doing the Dodgers, Phillies, or Brewers when they're fucking good, but I don't know who to bet on for these like three easy money line parlays to get plus
Right.
money.
Yeah, I mean, right now the least
yeah.
amount of wins is 7, and there's like 5 teams with 7 wins. So like, anyways, it's pretty competitive. Besides, yeah, the Dodgers are 15-4. So I mean,
Shout out Trout, 1 dot, hitting some fucking bombs. On
Yeah.
the Yankees. Awesome series.
Hell yeah.
Oh god, yeah, he had like 5 bombs.
I thought 4, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I mean, him going back and
Yeah,
forth, those
that
games
was
were
awesome.
super dramatic.
Also, I didn't realize this until one of Brogan or Jack may be able to say the kid from the White Sox. He's a rookie. I believe Japanese.
oh yeah, Munetaka Murakami.
Outside Samurai is his nickname, and that's amazing. So the dude is raking right now. I mean,
Yeah.
he had an awesome opening series against the Brewers, but
Mm-hmm.
I think I just saw something on my YouTube reels of him hitting his first grand slam, and it's still April. Dude's killing it.
Yeah, dude hits fucking bombs too. Like he's good addition. Sucks that he's on the White Sox for his own accord.
Oh, he'll
but
get traded in 3 years. That's fine.
right. I mean, he gives you a reason to watch the White Sox now, which
Yeah.
hasn't been a thing for like 15 years since Frank Thomas was on the team.
Don't they?
Yeah.
Narco?
I guess we keep going.
Yeah, and shout out the Mets. I think the Mets have lost like 9 straight.
Ooh,
So
Fuck the Mets. Fuck
yeah.
the Mets.
love to see that going down.
Yeah, Freddie Boy on the bump today. Get out
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, but you better bet a Yurfie for that because he is the king of just grooving a fastball in the first inning and it just getting launched.
Yeah.
So who pumps up more MLB players nowadays? Japan or the Dominican Republic?
By
DR.
far the Dominican.
Still,
for
it's
sure.
still DR. It's still DR.
Right.
It's a pipeline, dude. Yeah.
I mean, they like, yeah, I mean, you probably, I know, Nick, you were super locked in on World Baseball Classic and all that too, but I mean, if you look at that team is nuts. I mean, I know they didn't go to the finals, but like, it's an all-star team in itself. I mean,
Yeah, I mean the only problem that you have from the Dominican Republic is you maybe have some guys like Wander Franco that are maybe, engaged in a relationship with like a 12-year-old or 14-year-old, allegedly. I mean, I don't know if it's allegedly. So
Oh, God.
yeah,
Also, yeah, he's still not playing.
right. So I mean, Dominican Republic might push out some more baseball players.
He's not coming back. No, give him the death penalty.
But Japan doesn't have maybe those add-ons that some of the DR players have.
Character integrity questionable guys.
Yeah.
I mean, there was the Shohei betting scandal.
That was the
No, that was the interpreter.
With him.
It's not like it's been spotless, though. I'm just saying.
I had questions.
Does Shohei speak English secretly and just doesn't want to talk? That's been a theory.
Murky Waters everywhere. It sounded pretty good in one of those commercials, though.
Right.
But
Speaking of that, if Shohei's interpreter ever wants to discuss some sports betting things, he's a
Oh, he's
degenerate
got some
gambler.
bets and regrets.
for sure, so his interpreter.
He would fit right in. We're all going 1-3. He would probably go fucking 0-4 every week, dude.
Right.
He'd fit right in with us.
Well, what was the text? I'm so bad at gambling. LOL.
Yeah. And speaking of being fucking bad at gambling, I mean, dude, how the fuck did Yuri Prohashka lose that fight to Carlos Ulberg last week?
We're going back to it. Yeah. Dude, he saw an opening, but Carlos Olberg is way better than I was.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I thought Yuri was going to dog walk him.
right.
After I saw that he obviously tore his leg or tore his ACL up and just popped his knee, like you could see, they kept showing it in the replay. And yeah, I don't know. He got too cocky, but I don't necessarily love the cop on him. I was trying to show him mercy.
Right.
You smell blood in the water, you gotta go. Especially if it's a belt, you gotta go for it.
I don't know.
You seen that guy outside of the arena before the night? Like he's praying. Like,
I did not
guy is
know.
all honor. I mean, he's a odd guy. I mean, he's nothing if not an exposed chin at all times. So I'm not surprised that he got it. Like he can get got at any time. It's just the way he fights. It's why he's so exciting. But it's tough. It's a bad beat.
All he needed to do was outlast, and make it to the end of the first round. There was going to be a doctor stoppage. Olberg got dropped how many times?
Yeah, I mean, dude could not do anything. Like with Ulber could not do anything. He was clearly like, if that goes to the end of the first round, I mean, do the doctor stop it? Does his corner stop it? Maybe
Oh,
not because it's a knee, but like
I
he
think
was
doctor
so
stopped it because he couldn't cut. He couldn't
right.
make any kind of movement. He kept dropping.
So I mean, that's how ice cold I am. I'm on fucking Yuri Prohashka fighting a guy with one leg and still can't even win that.
But I've been there. I went 0 for 5. I was on a losing streak of 5 Nerfies in a row this week. It sucks.
I don't know.
It sucks.
As a competitor, though, like if you're like the person who's out there, like for somebody who is in it for the love of the game, not for the wins or for the titles or whatever, like I completely get it from Prohashka's point of view, where he's just like, yeah, I don't want to like fight this guy who's injured beyond belief. I want to actually fight him to fight him, you know. So I get it from his like point of view of like being a competitor. He obviously doesn't give a shit about the title. He's just in it to fight, and I high key respect that about him. Does it suck for Broken and all the other sports bettors out there? Yes, yeah, it fucking sucks. But like from a
I
competitor
don't think
standpoint,
so. When you're in a title, though, when you're in a title
he
fight,
doesn't
you're
give a
going.
shit
You're
about
trying.
that. He's there for the fight, man.
Entirely with that. No fighter in their right mind would be like, "Oh, if my opponent dropped that." Like, no, he's definitely in it to try and finish him off. I think it was an easy cop out, and like Jack said, he could got at any second, and he got.
Yeah, Yeah, no, he did get got right, but like when you're like, I don't know,
It's a hard spot.
the man's
Like,
in it for the love of the game.
Yeah, like this guy's compromised.
Yeah,
How do you? It's tough. I mean, not to say like they should have called the fight or anything, but it is awkward if you're a decent person to see a wounded deer across from you and be like, yeah, let me just smash that into the ground. But again, it's like you should do that in the interest of winning a title or keeping a title in this case. But like, yeah, I mean, if there was a moment of pause, but again, yeah, it could just be a cop out. But I mean, Yuri's been a good guy for years, so.
Does Yuri kill somebody as next time he's in the ring? He took it as a learning experience. Does he kill somebody?
nah, dude, he's a competitor. He won't. He's in it for the love of the game, man. That's what I really respect about the dude is he's here for the love of the game. He's here because he loves fighting, learning how to fight better and whatnot. He's not here to like necessarily win. He's here to improve himself on the game, and so he definitely has my respect after the match. Like I respect him for that.
Yeah, so I mean, what happens next though with this light heavyweight division? Obviously, Ulberg is going to be out for at least a year, I would assume, with this ACL.
Probably some kind of interim.
Right, but like Alex Pieta, he's fighting heavyweight, so he's probably not going to come back down, I guess. I mean, maybe he will. I don't know. But like Yuri's there still, but does Yuri get to fight an interim after losing that way? Probably not. So then
No.
is it
I'd say if Yuri was the 1, it'd probably be the 2 and 3.
well, like, doesn't
And three or
Ankalev
four.
have like some like knee injury too or something?
Yeah, it's murky because when he fought Peloton, he
Right,
wasn't 100%.
right. So then, out of like that, what happens to this division? Like, I don't know. Obviously, if Ulberg wins and doesn't get hurt, there's a lot more clarity. But like, Jan Blankowitz gonna get a fucking interim title fight here?
Yeah, Jan Blachowicz.
He's 43.
He's fighting in the. I think if he wins his next bout at the next UFC number, okay, give him a shot.
It's
So-
hard to do. It's like, yeah, because like stripping the title or anything like that, like it's just there's such a weird precedent with it where sometimes
Mhm.
they're so quick to the trigger, sometimes they'll hold on to it for dear life and just say, no,
Yeah.
this guy's up. Like, yeah, I don't know.
hmm
all up to Daddy Dana, I guess.
Right. All right. Well, let's move on to maybe the most exciting thing that we have going on this podcast: the NBA
Most
playoffs
relevant.
starting today. We got, I think, 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow. Does that sound right?
That's correct.
So, plenty of NBA to go around. This is the reason that we got Jack to hop on the pod because he is our NBA expert along with Sean. Nick and I are going to be probably pretty quiet in this this segment, but Sean and Jack, I'll kick it to you guys. What are we looking for in the first round of the NBA playoffs?
I'll just take it right away.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we can talk through series. I mean, we're starting the day with Toronto, Cleveland, which is probably the least, I guess, talked about exciting series, at least from the ones that were settled before the play-in games. I think a lot of people think Toronto is just, kind of the classic team that'll beat bad teams, but doesn't beat, they play really well below their competition level, but don't really punch above their weight. So I don't know. I know you have some Toronto thoughts. Do you want to chime in?
Sure. So this is gonna directly correlate to some of my locks this week. Some of the litmus testing, because unfortunately I watched way too many Milwaukee Bucks games this year, and I just kind of based the majority of my playoff knowledge on how they did against a shitty Bucks team. So,
Which is right in their wheelhouse.
well, yes. So Toronto, they go 3-0 against Cleveland, but that was I think they last played in November or December of 2025. So this was after they dealt Lonzo, or did Cleveland deal or acquire Lonzo? Lonzo Ball?
What?
Cleveland?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it was very early in the season.
I couldn't remember. Did they?
I mean, he's not a major piece of the team.
No, I know. No, sorry. Before the trade deadline, they acquired Jim Harden.
So without Big Jim. Yeah. But no, I mean, I don't think that the Cavs weren't super healthy early in the year. I want to say at least one of their major contributors, in either Mitchell, Mobley, one of them was out. I mean, that was still when they had Garland. I think Garland missed a lot of the early season too. So, yes, but a lot of that has a big asterisk on it that Toronto played them well. I mean, it's tough. I mean, Toronto's definitely leveled up this year. Scotty Barnes been awesome. He's fringe all NBA, if not third team, probably this year. We'll see. But I mean, Brandon Ingram's back. That gives them a late game score. All of those things that they've really struggled to have. It's not like Scotty can kind of take on the world. He's much better as a distributor. So I don't know. They're an interesting team. I think they're a team that's should be incredibly proud of the seed they got and the season they've had. But I don't think a lot of people are taking them super seriously in the playoffs, which I think is fair. And the Cleveland thing is just can this really happen again where they just shit out in the playoffs? And I mean, they got the #1 certified playoff killer in James Harden. So you gotta have a little skepticism. Their defense has kind of went off a little bit down since, Big Jim's got there. It's tough to say. But I mean, Cleveland's got so much firepower. They're such a good shooting team. They got Mobley still on defense. They got Jared Allen. They have different lineup mixes they can throw at you. I don't know, Mitchell's a fucking killer in the playoffs. It's just hard to go against them, but I've probably felt the same way heading into the last 3 years of Cleveland in the playoffs. So it's tough to say. They've had some bad beats, but I still believe in Cleveland.
Not when they were taking on.
No, that's right.
No,
I was wondering if that was why you did it, just because you're forever shorting the Cavs because we love our beloved Magic so much, who did make the playoffs. Go them. I think the Hornets would have been more fun. We'll get to that, but
no, Hornets would have definitely been a lot better. But
I mean, the Magic were fucking crushing it last night.
Hornets couldn't make a shot, and the Magic were doing what they do, just kind of muddying the waters. But
yeah, I mean, if you get that Magic team, this is what we thought we had: 50+ win Magic team, top 3 seed with them. Because Bane's been fucking awesome, but it's Paulo and Franz and all the health availability too. But when Paulo's actually shooting confidently and bullying guys inside, it's that's why we believe. But again, we'll get there.
The biggest knock on the Raptors team was their 0-8 or 0 for 9 in versus the top 3 seeds in the East. But Cavs are the 4 seed. So if we're just going on that metric alone,
Yeah.
we might have something. I think Mitchell bet his over points prop any chance you get because the dude is just one of the best playoff players I've ever seen from even his time with the Jazz. Like, Spidey's going to get his. It's just going to be a matter. I don't think that it's going to be a great game. That's why I kind of lean a little bit towards the under, and I think 8.5's a lot to cover in the first game. Series wise, though, I think the Cavs probably get through. I think it might be a dog fight, might be a 6 or 7 game series, but I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, yeah, I'd probably go Cavs at 5 or 6, but I'm less of a Toronto believer. But I will say Toronto has an awesome defense. They're long, they're rangy, they can get after you. I don't think they're going to necessarily like clamp Mitchell, but like that's one of their calling cards. Is they're a good defensive team, so they'll muddy it up just like our favorite Magic, I'm sure, to get us in some ugly games. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, after that we get the big Titan fight, the one that people are most excited about, I would say today, as you can see by my hat. Nuggets Wolves, which is just been an awesome series whenever these two teams have played. I mean, Anthony Edwards versus Jokic. I mean, what else can you ask for? But two teams that have both recently been in the Western Conference Finals, like some of our most exciting players, some of our best players of this era, I would say. So should be awesome. The Wolves are coming in a little bit limping, had a tough end of the season. Randall's been inconsistent. He's had to shoulder a lot more load with Ant out. Ant is still a health question mark. I mean, he's been a little bit in and out. Out recently. But yeah, he didn't the way guys like Cade kind of had a few games to tune up before the playoffs. Ant didn't make it back. He didn't hit the 65 game rule. So yeah, it's hard to know what you're gonna get, but I mean, if you get Supernova and Edwards, you obviously always have a puncher's chance. So should be an awesome series. I'm thinking it probably goes 6 or 7. I'm hoping for it should be the most exciting series and hopefully most competitive of the first round. But yeah, these teams are division rivals.
Yeah.
What else can you ask?
Question I have on this series, because I love it as a non-typically ball watcher in the NBA. Why the hell is the total for this game at 232.5 currently? Because these two teams played earlier this season, and they only went to like what is that? 225, I think, was the total of that game when they played. Plus, it's a round one, game one. Aren't these games normally feel-out games? Like when I saw this total of this game is at 232.5, I thought this is spoiler alert, probably going to be my lock.
It could be a variable. We don't necessarily like it. It could be either like if he comes out firing in the first quarter, like this total is going to be just bonkers, or if he's just kind of feeling himself out, getting reacclimated and everything. Could be a little bit of a warm up game, tune up game, if you will.
Yeah, and I mean the thing you would say always about the Nuggets is like they're going to be top 5 offense, but their defense is never really above like 15.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be a little bit of a revolving door there. I mean, Aaron Gordon's obviously a really good defender, but like Jokic, Murray, I don't think anyone's going to say like they're not terrible or disasters, but that's not the team identity. I mean, the Wolves have more of that, but I would say they've taken a step down this year, losing Nickeil Alexander-Walker and stuff like that. So, I mean, still have McDaniels. Ant, when he's on, is an awesome defender. Obviously, Rudy Gobert still brings a lot of value. So it'll be interesting. I don't think either team is coming in with the defensive presence. And I think probably the over is just, people want to have fun. It's our laden series. It should be competitive. I mean, these teams also... I mean, not that you would bank on this, but these teams go to OT. They have really tight games. Like, I don't know. I think these teams bring the best out of each other. I don't know. I wouldn't bet that over, but I can see why someone would.
Yeah, it just seemed like a high number compared to all the other playoff games too. Like most of the totals are like under 220, and then this game's just sitting up there at 232. Just
and I mean,
caught my eye.
would say, because I mean, just looking at the rest of the slate too, it's just like there's not a lot of other matchups where we're not thinking, oh, this is kind of one-sided, or this is going to be kind of messy, like they're coming in hobbled or something like that. Which again, the Wolves are to an extent, but let's see. I mean, if we see 230, awesome tight game, like I would be more than happy with that. But again,
one thing I've been seeing when I was doing a little bit of homework on the NBA, people like the Hawks, or am I just sound like a Hawks? Yeah.
Hawks post Trey have been awesome. Not to just shade Trey. It's just a fact of what it is. I mean, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who we just talked about in the Wolves, became a starter. Probably going to win Most Improved Player of the Year.
There are a lot of upset Bucks fans who are like, Ryan Rollins should be mentioned in this. I am not one of them. But yeah, I think Keely Alexander Walker's to lose.
Yeah, I mean, he became a 20-plus point
Yeah.
game scorer after being
Yeah.
kind of the sixth man, or even seventh man, because Nasri is more the sixth man, technically, from an awards perspective the last couple of years. But he was like hovering around 10 points per game. Was a good 3-and-D guy before this, but he became a starter. Like, he just shoots the shit out of the ball, plays awesome defense on the perimeter. Like, what more can you ask for? It's like the exact opposite of the Trey Young experience too, where he's just a complete team guy, just glue guy, fits in with everybody, plays awesome D, plays hard as shit. Like, I don't know. And I mean, the Hawks just are an ascended team. They have a lot of good young talent. They have, Dyson Daniels. They have Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson should have been listed first there. But Dyson Daniels still a very good defender. Okong was solid on, the center side. Like, they're a good deep team. CJ McCollum's been playing some awesome ball for them. Like, if he can stay healthy and kind of keep that up as a closer, I mean, no one's going to say, last 5 minutes, we got McCollum, they got Brunson, I'm taking McCollum. But, like, if the rest of the team can bring it together.
Anyway,
yeah, I don't know. I think it's tough to say though too, because the Hawks have had a relatively light schedule, so it's like one of those things where they played really tight games against both the Knicks and the Cavs late in the year, lost both, but both games went way down to the wire. But yeah, we're just one of the best teams of the second half of the season, and it's not just like, oh, was it just like the team changed drastically when Trey was sent out. So it's like, what is real here? It's kind of a real tale of two seasons, as opposed to some of the other things where you're like, oh, is this just schedule? Like, it seems real. They have a good coach. Like, I don't know. I'm very excited for the series. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Obviously, you get the MSG component, which makes for fireworks, makes for awesome moments.
Spike Lee going crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we should talk about the Knicks too. Knicks, obviously one of the most heralded teams coming into the season. Some of the highest odds throughout. I mean, you have Cat, you have Brunson, you got the Nova boys, still not living up to the hype of what we thought it would be a couple of years ago. But I mean, they're still, top three of these. Like, they've been there kind of the whole year. Like, the thing with them though is they also just kind of go through these ruts. It's like, oh, is Cat okay? Is he getting enough shots? Like, he looks a little disengaged. People are going by him. He's doing stupid fouls. Like, there's just not a team where you, like, kind of have that ironclad trust in them. So it's one of those games where you can see wild swings. I mean, if they're ever within 10 in the fourth, you feel good about it because Brunson's that dude in the last 5 minutes of a game. Like, there's really no one like him. But
from my understanding, though, for the Hawks, they don't really have a center to match Cat, though. Is that right? Like,
no, that's
currently injured?
That's been one of the. I mean, Okongwu's been their starter, who is good but not huge, right? So he doesn't have a ton of size, but it's not like Cat. It's more of. I think that's more of a Mitchell Robinson problem than a Cat problem, because I think that's where, if you were going to make the Knicks case, you would say, oh, Mitchell Robinson is going to dominate the paint. He's going to just hoover in boards like what he does. He's one of the most impactful rebounders in the league when he's on and healthy, which he has been this year. Like, I don't know, they're a super solid team. They have great size. I think that's the biggest thing they have on the Hawks, between having, both Cat and Mitchell Robinson out there at times, whereas the Hawks are going to be playing, Jalen Johnson at the 4 at times with Okongwu starting. Like, awesome players, but if it comes down to a size paint battle where people aren't making shots and it becomes a rebounding game, like, I would take the Knicks over it. But yeah, I don't know. I think a big factor in the series will be the defensive effectiveness on Brunson. I mean, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, as mentioned, is an awesome defender. I expect him to get this Brunson matchup. If he can slow down Brunson, the Knicks become a very different team. Like, if you get a lot of, is Josh Hart going to make his threes? Is OG, are these guys going to show up? Mikal Bridges has kind of been on a milk carton at times this year. Like, he can be good. He's got a ton of talent.
So many tricks for him.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, on paper, you would say Knicks all day, because that team, like, again, on paper, they're just one of the most, decorated teams in the league. They should be awesome. Sometimes you watch it and it looks like, a bunch of ingredients not a full like assembled meal like the way you would expect this team to come together, especially with their shared history playing together.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Do you think expectations get to them at all? Because obviously they're New
That's
York. They've expected to be good versus this Hawks team. Like I said, I know nothing about this Hawks team because I'm not a huge watcher, but it seems like they're a young team that's just like, I don't know, happy to be there. The expectation on the Hawks is nothing, and obviously the Knicks have quite an expectation.
No, I mean, yeah, they just broke up with their shitty relationship with Trae Young. They're playing the field. They're having a great time. Like it's all house money for the Hawks. Like they were dead in the water in the middle of the season.
And they're going to get a really good draft pick too. They're
Yeah.
either going to get the Bucks or the Pelicans. So,
And again, the real only like guy who's older or going away soon, it's McCollum. Like the rest of these guys are young. This should be a good team forward. So I don't know. It's house money again. I think these teams have played each other. I don't see the Hawks backing down to anybody. I mean, this was the one. It's gonna sound a little chalky. I mean, I feel like how a lot of people feel about this round one. There's just not a ton of obvious upsets. I mean, if they had a different matchup, like I don't know. I think the Hawks even against Cleveland, I would say I think more people would be picking the Hawks, but I still think the Hawks are kind of them and the Wolves are probably the livest dogs in the round one. I just, I'm still feeling a bit chalky, but I think the series goes 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, then Houston Rockets, and the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. That's one where the Lakers have the higher seed, right, or the lower seed, however you want to say it. The Lakers have home court advantage.
Home court.
Yep. And the Lakers. Yep.
But obviously the Rockets are favored in this with Luka out, potentially
Reeves
Durant out. What's going on with this series? A lot of injuries.
Yeah, I mean the big ones are Luka and Reeves. So it's more of a Lakers, at least as far as I know.
They're first, and two of their top 3 players are out. Luka's getting, that's why I'm repping the jersey, but Luka is getting some kind of stem cell treatment over in not Italy.
I thought it was Spain. Is he in Spain?
I think he's in Spain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Italy doctors will do some shit that
The Italy doctors in Spain.
whatever. They're going to do some things that the American doctors will not do. So good for him. I think he's at least gonna miss the first 2-3 games.
You would think so. I mean, yeah, it's tough. He popped that hamstring. 4 or 5 games left. Like,
yeah,
it's
as someone with a tight hammy, that shit can linger. And I mean, we've seen it time and time again. Like the Bucks 2021 championship year, James Harden popped his hammy game 1, and he wasn't ready for at least 5 or 6 games. So
yeah, and I don't know. I mean, it's just tough to. This is a tough one to call. I mean, I think a lot of people are picking Rockets, but the Rockets have been a super frustrating team this year. Like they started off first half of the year were really, really good. I think they've had a lot of inner turmoil. I don't know how much you guys discussed the KD burner.
we did not touch it.
We did not touch it. No.
But yeah, between that, I mean, just general team chemistry. I mean, these things kind of follow Kevin Durant. It seems like, I mean, whether it's fair or not, he kind of gets this label of, it seems like the teams around him kind of end up not happy and having inner feuds. So I don't know. Durant's still been awesome. He's had a really good, pretty typical year. But as he is, he's a scorer. He's not like, a Luka or a Jokic where he's gonna get his. But the question is, does he make everyone else around him better? And the guys around him have been up and down. I mean, Amin Thompson still can't shoot. He's an awesome defender. Şengün just completely lost his 3-point shot after having a little bit of a hot start to the year, but he's still a good interior guy. It's tough. I mean, the team changed when Steven Adams got hurt. I mean, similar to the Mitchell Robinson point earlier, like just an absolute hound on the boards who would get them extra spots for a team if you're a bad jump shooting team, that's a huge thing. So when they lose some of that internal physicality, kind of that defensive identity too. Some of those pieces, like Şengün's not a great defender. They have Amen's an awesome defender, but they kind of have this inner, I guess, conflict of Reed Shepherd's an awesome shooter. He's a young guy. I would say their hope. A lot of people are pounding the table to get Reed Shepherd more minutes, but Ime wants to have this, defensive identity team. And like other coaches before him, he's just like, if you can't play D, if you're getting shown up out there, I'm not going to give you the minutes. But I mean, he's
Mhm.
their best non-Durant shooter probably.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see how they roll out their lineups. It'll be interesting strategically too, from that perspective. So I don't know. I mean, I would take the Rockets unless Luka and Reeves are awesome, but you're relying on 40-plus-year-old LeBron James to carry this team alongside Jake LaRavia and
Who?
DeAndre.
Oh my God.
Oh, what? He'll get at least 25 minutes tonight. Just you wait. They just aren't a super deep team. That's why, I mean, the Luca thing was such a life raft for them because they don't have this like huge swath of young talent or anything like that. Like Reeves is the guy that they've again also kind of really hit the jackpot with, but he's out too. Like if he was playing, I'd give him a chance, but it's just hard to unless the Rockets just completely shit the bed offensively. I think that's their path, right? Is if the Rockets just can't get out of their own way and can't score the ball.
There's a lot of different ways you could attack this betting wise. Like you could go Rockets to win the first game and Lakers to win the series. Or I mean, if you just want to keep if you're a sicko, you could just keep betting Rockets to win the first half, Lakers to win the game, because they just keep pissing the leads away from at least what I've been keeping tabs on them this year. They really just kind of crumble within the last 2 to 4 minutes of the games, but it'll be an interesting series. Bronny James might get some minutes. That'd be
He definitely
fun.
will. Well, that's the thing. This is where we're at. I mean, and that doesn't no shade to Bronny. It's just like this team is not super deep. Like
So-
he's one of their guys.
Speaking of Bronny, does his dad LeBron does he retire? Is this it
Oh,
for LeBron?
We'll see. I mean, I'm a little less sure than Sean, but I mean, honestly, this series might say a lot to that. If he gets this huge load put on him, how does his body react to that? Like,
I don't think he's gonna retire. I think he's gonna go somewhere else. I think he's done with the Lakers. I think that ship has ran its course.
I think that's probably right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting.
I'd love to say come to the Bucks, but I said Memphis and Milwaukee are terrible cities.
Yeah.
So fuck. Don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Do you have a lead? Are you a believer in Lakers?
No,
long
no.
series.
Well, if Luka comes back and he's like those kind of like lower leg injuries, and especially the soft tissue ones, you don't know how long they linger, how effective somebody's going to be, like the explosivity and everything. You don't know if he's going to be able to cut right, if he's going to be able to just keep it like late in the games, if he tweaks something. I don't know. It's questionable, but maybe he gets a good baby. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
It's tough. I mean, it's not like Luka's one of these guys you can ease him like Tatum style too, where he's going to play. It's like, he's going to come in and want
Like that one, Nick.
I
be
did
proud of
like
the
that one.
Yeah. But no, it's an interesting series. Do you know what the line is on the series?
Oh, it's like mess.
I was gonna say 'cause I know
Rockets are not even Rockets
Yeah.
are down.
it's very which like, and again, it'll all be a health bet, but I know some people have been jumping on that like just in the off chance that even like Luka comes back. But I don't know. The Rockets have been super hot recently too. They finished this season well after again so much turmoil. So I expect the Rockets to roll, but yeah, we'll see.
Well, then moving on to a big matchup in the East, at least one that's exciting to me as a non-ball knower. 76ers in Boston to kick it off tomorrow, I believe. Any chance the Sixers can pull off an upset in this one? I did watch the play-in game with the Sixers versus the Magic, and I will say the Sixers looked they're pretty impressive in that game against the Magic. I mean, they were turning the ball over consistently from like Banchero and the Magic, and
Not saying much. The Magic offensively is dog shit most of the year, most of the time.
And the Sixers seem to take advantage of that, though.
Yes. So I think my rough handicap of the series, Tyrese Maxey is going to get his. He's going to be great. Edgecombe probably going to be extremely solid. And I think just the lack of JoJo for the majority of the series is going to hurt him. As someone that suffered an appendectomy this year, it's tough to come to like any kind of quick herky-jerky movement you can make affects that core. Like even just cutting, jumping up for a rebound or anything. He'll be feeling that. I'm sure he's doing everything he can to rapidly recover from it. But it's still gonna. He'll probably be what, maybe game 4, maybe game 5
Yeah,
at
it's
the
like
earliest.
game 5 optimistically.
Yeah,
If that,
but
like,
if
again, it's-
otherwise, if the Celtics, which I assume they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and if it's like 3-1 and he comes back, I still think Celtics get this. If it's tied 2-2 after 4, it could be really interesting. But I just think Joe Mazzulla has done phenomenal work with this team. I mean, I think Tatum,
probably coach of the year, Joe Mazzulla.
he should be coach of the year, absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, just the team around him is real, like just really good. And that's just a testament to coaching. Like he's making, I don't even know who some of
Billy
these.
Shireman.
Yeah, Shireman. He's
Luka
he's
Garza.
phenomenal. Yeah, Luca Garza, the Iowa former.
He's getting minutes.
player.
Dude, he's getting big minutes.
Really?
They brought in Vucevic to like be like, okay, Garza, go off, and then
He's unplayable.
No, I mean Garza's still been the guy. I mean, the Celtics are awesome. Like, right? There's a reason a lot of people think they have a real shot.
Myself included.
Yeah, to go all the way. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, I think the big thing would be Philly. I think to have a path has to win one of these first 2 games at the TD Garden. Like, it's just gotta happen for them to have a path because again, even if you're staring at 3-1 and Joel's like kind of like you feel much more convicted bringing him back in a 2-2 series than like I think there's a real belief that they should at least be able to split at home without Joel. Like this is a very good. It's Embiid, or I mean, even without Embiid, it's Paul George has been playing some awesome basketball since he got off the suspension. You have Edgecombe and Maxey, as mentioned. I mean, Maxey's just the key. I mean, Maxey's an awesome player. He's one of the most exciting young guys in the league. Like, if he can get going, I mean, he can take on anybody. Yeah.
So it's a matter of whether they're going to be able to isolate 1 or 2 of those key players and then just keep the bench keep the bench a quiet night and everything. But also, I do really feel for Joel Embiid. Like the dude has, I mean, naturally with these 7-footers, your body breaks down. But he was doing this shit like the first 1-2 years into the league. I just feel bad for him.
Well, and it's not like play injuries either. It's I had an appendectomy.
Yeah, that's
orbital bone fracture.
Yeah, that's the most freak shit ever.
Yeah.
Like you just feel bad for the guy. Like
what, do you have Bell's palsy like 2 or 3 years? Like he had his face like what? When do the Sixers like get a chance with Joel Embiid? It's I mean, I'm not gonna say I love the Sixers. I hope they make it a series, but like it'd be awesome if we can say this. But otherwise, this is just going to be another footnote in the Joel Embiid story of like, oh well, this was the year of the appendectomy, and they got close, and they gave Boston a good fight. But I don't know. They just play inspired basketball. Like the series, what was it, 2 years ago with the Knicks was one of my favorite recent playoff series where they were just throwing haymakers, doing dirty shit. Like that series was awesome. And I'm hoping with another rival that they can at least give him a fight, give him some moments at the Garden. People pissed off, Maxey hitting some huge three, but I don't know. I mean, obviously the Celtics. I mean, this Tatum story is just an awesome one. Like I don't know how you can be a basketball fan and not be like, holy shit, how is this guy doing this on this quick timeline? Jaylen Brown has leveled up, probably first team All NBA this year. Yeah, it's good. It's great. I mean, do want to see Derek White's been beloved Derek White.
Been pretty cold.
He's not shot the ball great this year. He's still a great defender and a great glue guy. I mean, he's a great player, but I mean, in terms of I'm kicking it out to Derek White, is he going to make the 3 or not? Like, they're going to put a lot of attention on Brown and Tatum, deservedly. So we'll see that. We'll see how Keita, as the new center, responds, or just their big men in general, right? We're talking about Luka Garza, we're talking about Keita, we're talking about Vucevic. Like, this is not. I mean, we're talking about Joel Embiid's gone. Like, it's not like the Celtics. They have this towering titan, like, ready to take advantage of that. Like,
Well, and hand up, I don't know if I should admit this, but when I was watching that Magic Sixers play-in game, I thought Jalen Suggs was Derek White for about half of that game. So,
I mean, those are 2 very similar. That's fair. Similar roles, and
right.
I mean, Derek White is still the better version, but yeah.
Right. Well, I questioned myself. I'm like, when did Derek White get on the Magic? And then, it took me well over a quarter to figure out that was Jalen Suggs. So
yeah. No, I mean, it should be a really fun series. I hope it's competitive. Like, again, if we can get, that's one where if we get an upset, tomorrow, that would make this a much more interesting first round.
Well, okay, one matchup that might not be interesting at all: Thunder Suns. Do the Suns even win one game in that series?
Oh, that's going to be a clean sweep.
Probably a sweep. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the Suns have had a super, overachieving season, to be
Hmm.
honest. I mean, I don't know if did you guys catch the play-in game at all last night? Like,
I saw that
That's
Draymond and Booker got tossed at the end.
it's
That's
true.
all I saw, though.
Yeah. No, I mean the Suns are they're the Dylan Brooks team of this year. They play super scrappy, inspired defense. They, get in your face, and
Mhm.
it's been awesome to see. After Katie left the Suns, everyone thought they were dead in the water. But again, I mean, to that kind of Katie culture point, like, not to shit on the guy, but it's like you come in here and you get some good vibes, and some people playing hard, and
Yeah.
changing the dynamic, and it can go a long way. I mean, this team has Devin Booker. Dylan Brooks has played some great basketball this year when he's been healthy. Um, yeah, I don't think they're going to do much, but I do want to salute the Suns on a pretty awesome year when a lot of people were expecting them to, have a losing season and kind of bow out. But
Yeah, I really had no expectation for this team going into it. And yeah, I mean, Booker's going to get his per usual. He's been on good teams, he's been on bad teams, but yeah, just the defensive fortitude from this team was pretty good. Good
yeah,
to see.
Mhm.
and yeah, Jalen Green's had some really rough playoff moments in the past, so it'll be interesting to see where he is. But I mean, shout out to that guy. He had an awesome game last night. I mean, he had two awesome. I mean, he shot way too much in the first game where Booker was not shooting, and that's arguably part of the reason they didn't do as well in that game. But he shot the shit out of the ball last night, and he was a huge reason why they won. So if he can, keep that momentum going in, and at least again put up a fighter's shot, like if they give him a good fight, a lot of people will be walking out respecting the Suns heading into next year. And I think that's really what we're looking for out of them, is just to throw some punches, get some licks in. Dylan Brooks, bead mugging him and Dort get tangled up. Anyone surprised if that happens? No, like it could be scrappy. It'll be fun. It's going to be very defensive, some real lockdown, some tangled up guys going for boards. So I'm sure it should be at least fun, hopefully. But the Thunder are who they are. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to be surprised if they sweep them.
Well, and from one seed to the next, the Pistons are who we think they are. Are they gonna run the East this year?
You want to take it, or you want to?
So my opinion of the Pistons, it really was very matchup dependent. Like if one of these eight seed, like I thought Charlotte would give them a lot tougher of a time, and I'm sure Jack probably thinks closely to the same.
Kind of what we were talking about. I mean, Charlotte's the high offensive firepower, kind of streaky. You catch them on the wrong night, they'll shoot you out of the gym with Knipple. And I mean, Knipple and LaMelo made more threes than anybody this year. Kobe White shot the shit out of the ball. I mean, I know Charlotte's not in this, so just shout out Charlotte on an awesome year. They didn't make the playoffs, but super fun team. But yeah, they're kind of the opposite of the Pistons, right? The Pistons are a grind you out, beat you down inside of Jalen Duren, just play super, awesome fundamental basketball. Cade Cunningham throwing passes all over the yard, mean mugging you after hitting some middies and taking you to the hoop. Like, I believe in the Pistons. I think the Pistons are a fucking awesome team. Cade and Duren are two of my favorite players in the league to watch. I mean, those guys just play with, just play with heart, and like the type of shit, the type of thing you would be watching basketball with your dad and be like, wow, this is my type of guy. Like, those guys are both taking no shit from anybody, just hard nosed, hard workers. Like, I don't know. I love that team. They have some good shooting around it. It's been streaky, right? Like, their 3-point shooting. Everyone thought they were going to fall off a cliff when Cade went out with the collapsed lung, which was again another crazy health story of the year. But no, they had guys like Dennis Jenkins step up, which I think serves them well heading into the playoffs. Like, this is a team where they recently had to go through some adversity.
Heavily reliant on Tobias Harris.
Yeah, Tobias Harris is still there. We'll see what we get from old Toby as a Sixers watcher. I know how that can go in the playoffs.
He can go cold.
It'll be interesting. I mean, I think they have between him, Duncan Robinson, Kevin Herter, like the guys who can shoot it. It's just, do they show up in the playoffs, right? Like, if they're playing connected, if they're doing well. This is another awesome defensive team. Like, I don't expect the Magic to be able to do a lot against them, honestly.
No, it's going to be a classic Magic playoff game rock fight. I was like, my rough assumption of the Pistons going in. They could clearly make it out of wouldn't shock me if they made it out of the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
It wouldn't shock me if they got upset in the first round. Like I really have no idea where exactly to place this team. I think that they're good enough. They should beat the Pistons.
The Magic.
Yeah, the Pistons should beat the Magic, but if Paolo averages 30 something or whatever, which I mean, the dude shows out in the playoffs, could happen. I would love a Magic upset, but more than likely, I think that they either win in the Eastern Conference Finals or they lose there. I think they're beating whoever comes out of the Raptors Cleveland series.
I feel the same way. I think that I've been a little surprised by the Cleveland odds. Like, I would take the Pistons over Cleveland.
Yeah.
Personally. I think the Pistons are. I mean, I think even people like assuming the Boston thing. It's the skill they play. A prettier game of basketball. They have the championship pedigree, but like the Pistons are the one who've done it all year. It's one of those hard things of like this has been the awesome team this year. I mean, they've run the East, but they don't have Noah. Sure, yeah. You got to really pull on that zipper just so you know. It's like,
All right.
yeah. But no, I mean, it's the classic. They're heading into the playoffs. I mean, we see this in football. We see this in everything. Like, they haven't done it in the playoffs. What do they see? They gave the Knicks a fucking awesome series last year, though. I will say, if a couple bounces go differently in that series, they could have upset the Knicks last year. Like, this is a real team that has leveled up significantly from that point, now heading into the playoffs as the 1 seed. Awesome crowds behind them in Detroit. Like, Detroit is an awesome basketball city, obviously. Everybody loves the old Bill Laimbeer or the Ben Wallace. Like, this team's had multiple eras of hard-nosed basketball, and they're back in one. And it's something I'm just hopeful that we get, some awesome games, some awesome series where hopefully they go a long way. Because I think like them and the Celts could be an awesome series, and the Cavs. I'd be pretty disappointed if they don't get it done. As much as I love our Magic. Can we talk about the Magic much?
Are the Magic trading for Jans? Are the Bucks getting Paolo? Am I buying a jersey tonight?
All right, well then the last matchup, which I kind of had to do a double take here. Spurs Trailblazers. The Trailblazers are in the playoffs.
It's gonna be a hell of a series.
Trailblazers are a fun team. I'm super pumped that the Blazers winning over Phoenix. I mean, Phoenix is in too, but that was an awesome game. I mean, that's why Phoenix had their back against the wall. That's been a super solid team. But Denny Advia in that game, if you haven't watched, I mean, that game was a fucking clinic.
Former Wizard, right?
Yeah, former Wizard. And again, he's their guy. He's their all-star, their potential all-NBA guy. He's a big key to the series of can anyone score? In that against Wemby, the hard thing with Denny is he has a drive game. He's not the best jump shooter. You have to respect it, but a guy who lives and dies on drives is not feeling great heading in towards Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
But no, I mean the Blazers are a really fun. Again, it's a lot of defensive themes in this playoffs. They're a very good. I mean, Drew Holiday, our beloved, is over there giving some veteran leadership. But they're long, they're lanky. They'll beat you up. I think they snag a couple games from the Spurs. I love the Spurs in the playoffs this year, but I think this is a series where the Spurs take some lumps because they're a new team. They have a lot of young guys, but no, I mean they're a team that can really give anyone a good fight because they can really drag you in the mud with them, and they can make. I mean, if nothing else, watch the fourth quarter highlights of Denny in that game. Those are some tough ass buckets, and that guy was 16 for 22 that night, getting 41 points in an elimination game. He was, electric, and he's an awesome distributor too. That guy is the truth. I hope he can level up and get a better left hand and jump shot in the future because he could be a real problem.
As somebody that loves rebounds, I love these.
Yep.
I think I was watching just a shitty Blazers Memphis game on a Thursday or a Friday night. And I think I texted Jack and I made a note of it in my phone to come August bet whatever the Blazers over win total is for next year because this is going to be a fun team and this is a playing team that is going to be getting Damian Lillard back next year. So they're going to be very fun going into the future.
And again, a piece of this. I mean, this was the year where the Chauncey Billups betting scandal came up. This team came back from that and made the fucking playoff. Iago Splitter stepping in as a head coach. I don't know. They're fun. They're deep. I know this is one where we should probably be talking about the Spurs more as one of the biggest stories of the season, which yeah, we should now. But no, I mean, I think they'll get. I think it goes 5 or 6. I think the Spurs definitely win it, but
Mhm.
I'm happy Portland's in because I would much rather watch them in Phoenix as opposed to like the corpse of the Warriors and the other stuff that were potential. I like to see the young teams in there. So,
Mhm.
yeah, the Spurs. Speaking of young teams, I mean, how can you not be excited about the Spurs heading into this playoffs? I mean, just a
Wemby
fucking
Castle.
awesome team. Yeah, Wemby Castle, De'Aaron Fox, Champagny shooting the shit out of the ball. Like this team is just awesome. They go toe to toe with everyone they play. I mean, the type of matchups we can get, like Wemby Jokic, those types of things, like that's why you watch the game. Like absolute. I mean, I if you're not glued to whatever the hell Wemby's going to do in this playoffs, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing because it's. I mean, this is exactly like the type of thing we want to see. This young guy, top 3 MVP candidate. Like, is this the year? Does he just fully break through? Does the Spurs do it? Like, they played the Thunder awesome this year. They could
Mhm.
really make noise if they get the chance. I think they do. I think they make it at least to the West Finals. Yeah, I'd probably go Thunder, Spurs, Denver in that order, but I mean, Denver's fucking awesome too. Any 3 of those teams, I would take above the East.
I was surprised on the Wemby minutes. I didn't realize that they were
That's
restricting him that much.
that's a big talking point coming into this because right, Wemby has been what 29.
Something around there. He hasn't really broken that 30 threshold, and as a one of the foremost Bill Walton fans, once you get over 7 foot, it shit just starts breaking down in your body. Like no human is designed to be that much. Like they're just that high up, it's elevated. Unless you're a giant, we can really talk about that in a different episode after way more shots. But yeah, I mean, just the taller you are, it's difficult. You get those stress fractures in your feet and like anything with your shins, your knees. But I mean, been able to hold up relatively well. So I don't know if the Spurs are actually going to unleash him in the playoffs. And if you get into a war of a series, you might have to, and that leads to the possibility of him getting injured. But I mean,
Mhm.
a healthy Wemby is great for the league and will just only enhance it. So we'll see. I think the Spurs, though, healthy Spurs should give the Blazers, or they should just dominate. But I do think the Blazers get what? End of the first, 31-35, Cavs.
Hmm. All right, so now that we've covered all of them, putting everybody on the spot here, who's winning the NBA title this season?
So I was gonna put it around the rundown where if you had $1,000, how would you pool this out for a futures? So I would have done more of a I'd probably have leaned more in the Western Conference. And obviously Doc is OKC, obviously Evil Empire and everything at this point now, right? So I'd say OKC probably like 40 to 50% of my betting money, and then sprinkle a little bit more on the Spurs and Denver, and then divvy the rest up between Boston and the Celtic or Boston and the Knicks. I think it's going to
Knicks
be
would be your pick out of the over like the I'm just curious.
yeah. So I truly do think that whoever wins that Boston Knicks series or second round semifinal series is
Yeah.
the coming out of the East. So I would like to see Boston OKC, but I mean Boston, San Antonio, Knicks, Spurs, I think would be an awesome series too. I'm not really gonna have too many complaints as long as it's not like just like Toronto or Cleveland versus whoever. I'll be really pissed. But um, yeah, those that's kind of roughly where I'm standing for my
Mhm.
playoff.
Yeah.
I think I told you this, Brogan. I think if you're trying to have fun, I mean, I think betting the Spurs to go. Not to say you have to bet them to win the finals, but just ride that Wemby trade. Like this is one of the most exciting athletes, period, we've seen. He's
Mhm.
healthy, heading into the playoffs with an awesome young team around him.
His astronomical rise, even his first year, it was like he was like a shoe in for the defensive player of the year between Rudy and so many other guys that have won it like multiple years in a row.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean he's a generational talent. It's incredible.
And I mean, yeah, I know the defense. Like he's leveled up so much offensively this year too. I mean, he used to be the guy where you'd be cheering. Like I mean, not to the level of like Giannis, but he's had a much better 3-point shot. But like he used to settle for jumpers a lot, and it was kind of a like, Wemby, can you get down there? He still has a little bit of that, but he's shooting the ball so much more efficiently. He has so much gravity. And again, who the hell's blocking him, right? If he can get it off and he's shooting it well, like, what are you going to do to stop it?
Yeah.
At all. Like you'll see some of the most lazy, just wild alley oops to him where he's like on his tippy toes dunking the shit. Like it's just
He's
it's a different
7'3".
animal.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's only how old is he? He's not even 21, right?
No, I think he's 23.
23. Like if he's able, he hasn't even hit his athletic prime yet.
Yeah.
If he's able to put on even a fraction of the muscle that Giannis did from his jump from 18 to like 25, where he put on like or 50 to like 60 pounds of muscle, he will be, as long as he's able to hold up, one of the best players of all time in the NBA. It won't even be up for debate. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. And I will say we haven't talked about him much. Stephon Castle is also just completely ascendant player from these last couple of years. Like he's the Pippen of this team. He's the awesome defensive guy. His shot can come and go. It was good during the regular season. We'll see how that holds up in the playoffs. A young guy, bright lights, but I mean, backs down from nothing. He's on an awesome UConn team in college. Has been in high pressure situations. Like I don't know. I mean, if nothing else, watch to the point of even we were talking about Denny having the problem of Wemby inside. I mean, Castle's probably going to be trying to clamp him on the outside, bulldogging him. Just like it's going to be fun to see how these teams match up. I mean, the Spurs are, again, I've said it like 3 times, but hard nosed. Like you got the veteran Fox, who's just super fun. Lefty, super clutch. I hope it all gels. I hope it works out. I'm probably rooting for the Spurs more than anything. I mean, it's I don't think it's super exciting to bet on the Thunder. You're not getting great odds on it. I think they're probably going to take it. So if I had to pick a lower, like I would ride the Spurs train. But again, I think the Nuggets have a great shot too. Like if we get further into the playoffs, any one of those teams can do it. If I was going to take something from the East, I'd probably go Pistons to win the East, just because I think they have good odds compared to, again, like they have lower odds than Cleveland. I don't really understand that.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's an interesting question, Sean. I'm actually glad you posed that. If I had $1,000, which if anybody wants to sponsor us, we have room here,
yeah.
I think.
Oh,
We could have some of these fun bets, but this is the mathematical person in me. Right? So 500 on OKC.
It's a real question.
500 on OKC because OKC is currently plus 110 on the green book to win the finals. So basically, if you put 500 on it, you make your money back of your 1,000 if they win. And then if you go 250 on the Celtics and 250 on the Spurs, you would win money if either of those teams win it. So maybe it's kind of a square thing because if the Thunder win it, you're only getting your money back. But I mean, if you put 250 on the Celtics, you're getting like 1,600, and if you put 250 on the Spurs, you're getting 1,500. So like the math person in me, like if you gave me $1,000 and said bet the winner of the NBA playoffs, I think that's what I'd do. 500 on the Thunder just to kind of make your money back if they win, but then 250 on the Celtics, 250 on the Spurs, and you're up over $500 if either the Spurs or the Celtics pull it out. So, Nick,
About it as well. I was going to ask too. Like anyone feeling Nuggets too? I know.
no,
I mean, it's the Jokic effect.
It
healthy.
wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he's also one of the best players I've ever seen with a basketball in his hands. Like he can truly do it all, and I do love watching him play. I'm past the salty Bucks fan of Giannis should have his MVP or whatever sensical point that was. But I mean, statistically this year he's having one of his best years, right?
Yeah, if not, he led the league in rebounds and assists, and is averaging like 29
Yeah,
points.
it's incredible.
Yeah. No, I just want to give them, because we weren't really talking about them, but like all 3 of those East teams, I think are again, I see them as a tier above the whatever's coming out of the East. I mean, again, I think Celtics could give them a run for their money, but it's like any one of those teams are going to come out bloody and battered because this Western Conference is brutal at the top.
It's going to be a war.
But I mean, I think Western Conference Finals is like mark your calendars type of shit this year. Like it's good. nice. Like I don't see an outcome where it's not some of the most compelling stuff all year.
Nick, you've been super engaged here in this NBA talk. If
Uh-huh.
you had $1,000 to bet on the NBA playoffs,
Who's
who
your
are you betting
UFL?
on?
That would be $1,000 wasted. I have not been following the NBA really whatsoever. So whatever money I would tell you to put on the NBA would just go straight to the fucking green book's pocket. All right, it would not be wise financial advice for me to give you any type of bets. All I know is fuck Pablo Banchero. That's all I know. He's busted so many of my parlays in the past.
Future buck, dude. Future buck. How dare you?
Yeah, my bad. If he becomes a buck, then we'll ride with it. I'll change my opinions about him. But honestly, I can't give you any type of good financial advice here. Jack and Sean have bestowed you with all the information that they have. I would trust them a million more percent than whatever I can give you. So what I would say is put $1,000 on Cleveland because it's #Believeland. All right, that's all I got for you.
They do have future Packer Miles Garrett in attendance for the game, so
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Or you could no, it's gonna be Sexy Dexy. So let's go put $1,000 on New
no,
York.
we're
Please.
gonna trade 7 future draft picks for both of them.
I'll be okay with it.
All right. Well, anything else we want to cover, NBA or just sports world wise, before we get into our picks for this week?
Not really.
No.
All right.
I think we touched it all.
Well, I did point out that Nick maybe was a little bit quiet recently, but I'm going to give Nick the floor here when we transition into our dogs. Last pod, Nick went to Puck for his dog.
Fuck you,
and
Sean.
Nick, how did that go?
We fucking hit it, baby. Let me pull up the dogs real quick. The power play, the New York Islanders power play, 2 goals on the power play for +370. Fuck you, Sean. All right, Sean was a straight hater from day one. You were a straight hater as soon as I pulled that one out. All right, I've been watching my puck loosely, right? I'm not an avid fucking like somebody who's down there who's loving
You are just taking the full Northwood approach and just all hockey, 0 NBA. Fuck them.
Dude, when I spent
my college basketball, they play defense.
Dude, when I spent my time in North Carolina, I was watching puck a lot. They love their fucking puck in North Carolina, obviously because of the Hurricanes, and they've been very good for the past,
Also an offensive mascot.
8 seasons, 10 seasons. They've been very good for the past decade, essentially. So they love puck down there, and so they kind of got me into it. And Sean was a straight fucking hater on this play. Fuck you. We up, baby. We up, baby. We up. All right? We up.
All right. Well, yeah, we up with the puck. We are not up though with the dogs for Sean and I with the Masters. Obviously, Masters was last week. Rory won back-to-back. Sean had Patrick Reed to win, which did look decent for a little bit, but
yeah, he was leading after 1.5.
Yep. Yeah, and then I had any live golfer to win, and
absolutely. Yeah. 39-1, dude. It's the closing value. Hopefully, he was like
9-1. I mean, yeah, he finished what, top 12?
Like that, I bet him top 20. So,
oh yeah, dude.
That's what you get if you pay us. We'll tell you, Patrick Reed top 20.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Nick hitting that dog last week was cool. Dogs have I know I keep bringing this up, but dogs, we've basically had at least one dog hit every pod recently, except for a couple in March. But I mean, the dog segment, when we changed it from heaters to dogs, dogs has been barking. Yeah,
we're getting adopted.
Speaking of which, I got 2 dogs this week. I'll lead us off. I got Spurs to win the West at +350. Now, this is purely based off of Jack's hype of the Spurs Before I knew Jack was secured as a guest, I was reaching out, trying to get some feelers on some NBA picks. So a dog it's going to be a long dog, right? We're not going to know this by the next episode, but Spurs to win the West at plus 350. And then my dog that we will know by the end of the next episode, game 1 tonight, Houston Lakers, the first person to score points for the Lakers, LeBron James at plus 240. Listen, this could be it for LeBron, right? Maybe not, but you think that he's not getting the ball first for the Lakers? If you like it better, right, you could go first points for the entire game, and I think it's closer to like plus 500 for that for LeBron. I'm taking the whole risk of the Rockets out of it, right? Rockets can be up 20-0. The first person to put ball in hoop for the Lakers, LeBron James, plus 240. Book it.
Okay.
You guys have any dogs?
I don't have.
I actually don't have any risky dogs this week. I'm really trying to find something Magic related for this one.
I don't have a dog this week.
As they extend the series.
All right, well that's fine. Yeah, one thing we kind of totally neglected too, with Nick being our puck expert, the NHL playoffs are starting too this weekend. So big start for the playoffs between the NBA and the NHL.
Yeah, all of my picks except for one are essentially all puck related, baby.
All right, well let's get into our locks then. I mean, everybody went 1 and 3 last week, so whoever wants to take the torch first here, go ahead.
That'd be great.
I can just rip off puck here real quick if you guys don't
Do it.
mind. All right, so I didn't go completely puck. I did 3 out of the 4 for puck. Very first one we're gonna go with is Air Jordan money line for the UFC at minus 135. Looking at his experience compared to his opponent's experience, I forget. I just had him pulled up, but he has a lot more fights won and just a lot more matches fought. And I think that experience is going to really put him over the top and allow him just to take out the dub. I was thinking about trying to do a specific play here, like how I typically do with either like a KO or like a submission or whatever. But I feel pretty comfortable with Air Jordan just getting the dub tonight, actually. And then the next 3 bets, right? I double down on one, are all centered on one specific game. It's the Senators versus the Hurricane, okay? The Hurricane have been one of the best teams in hockey this past year, one of the best offensive teams all around. So we're going with the Hurricane money line, okay? But we are also betting on the under for this game. The past however many games, I think it's the past 4 games they've played, they've been averaging about 7 points a game. So Vegas put this line right at 6.5. But since it's playoff puck, the defense is really going to clamp down, really going to come together for the Senators, because the Senators have one of the best defenses in the league. Right, they don't give up a lot of power plays. They don't give up a lot of really free shots on the goal. They also have one of the least shots in the entire league. And the Hurricanes like fucking scoring goals, right? They're one of the best offensive teams in the league. But as we all know, defense kind of outweighs offense in playoff time. That doesn't mean the Hurricanes won't win. I do believe the Hurricanes will still win. They just won't be able to score as many points because they're not going to be able to take as many shots as they typically would. So we're going to go double down on the Hurricanes money line, one for my lock of the week and then one for the parlay of the week, and then the under for the game. So I think playoff puck is here. It's really fun. I really enjoy actually watching some playoff hockey. It's actually one of my guilty pleasures. I would recommend everybody at least give it a little bit of a taste.
Are you?
Huh? I do like watching playoff hockey. I'm not too much of a regular season.
This is the first time I'm hearing it.
Dude, it's been since last year. I watched last year's playoff puck, and then this year I'm excited to watch it again. It's pretty fun. It's genuinely pretty fun. So, yeah, those are my puck picks of the week, baby.
All right, well I'll go next quick. I went all NBA and all game 1 bets because, as I've said multiple times this pod, I know so much about the NBA. So first off, we're going to go Knicks minus 5.5. against the Hawks. I maybe don't love this as much now after talking all the Hawks talk that was had on this pod, but I came to these bets before obviously before the pod happened, so we're gonna stick with it. Knicks are gonna win game one by at least 6. The next one I got Amen Thompson and Desmond Bain parlayed together, both to score 15 plus points. This is an alt line for both of them. Amen Thompson, according to our stats department, has scored over 23 points per game against the Lakers, and Desmond Bain scored over 22 points per game against the Pistons. So we just need 15 from both of those guys. That should be free money, I feel like. Next one, I got Cavs, Spurs, Thunder, all money line parlayed together in game one. Cavs, Toronto's going on right now. Basically, we're taking these big dogs to come out swinging and get these series started off right. And then for the parlay of the week, I'm going to take the Nuggets Timberwolves under 232.5 in game one. Again, don't love the fact that neither of these teams like to play defense, is kind of what I took from Jack and Sean's analysis. So,
Minnesota likes to play a little defense. But
but I mean, just this game stuck out compared to all the other playoff games of being 232.5. Everything else is so low that this just seems like an outlier, and I don't know. I'm going to take the under in that one. Cian, what do you got this week?
So for my 3 locks and for the parlay, we got first one Raptors plus 8.5. This one is an absolute dogfight. I've been looking at it so
What's going on over there?
periodically throughout, and I haven't been this distracted in a pod since I was watching the MAC tournament a couple last month or so. But it's I think we got what do we got for a score here? 39-41 with 6:33 left. So it's tight. Hopefully they can make that work. We got next one, Denver minus 1.5, end of the first quarter at minus 112. I think Denver's going to come out swinging. I think that they're pissed. Minnesota's beaten them the last 2 playoff runs. So look for Denver to come out, especially with a injured Ant. So we'll see what he's at. The next one, my Nerfy of the day is Baltimore, Cleveland. We got Creamer coming out, hopefully looking to shove for Baltimore right away. Yep.
okay.
Minus 140. I don't pronounce names too well. And then for my parlay of the week, we got Toronto, Cleveland under 221.5. That shit ain't looking great right now because the live odds are about 226. But if both teams go cold for about 2 minutes, I think we're going to settle in right around there. So it'll be good sweat down the end for the first game of the NBA playoffs.
Yeah, and I will say I was keeping tabs of that. Obviously, as this pod's been going on, at the end of the first quarter, I think the live line got up to 232.5 for that game as well. So it's already
gonna have to aggressively pivot, but it's already dropped 5 points.
It's already dropping. Yeah,
it's gonna get settled in. We're gonna be fine.
All right, so yeah, if we parlay those together of the Raptors, Cavaliers under 221.5, which is already going on, so good luck parlaying that. The Carolina Hurricanes money line, and then the Denver, Minnesota under 232.5, we get a little over 5-1 on the parlay of the week this week. So maybe.
You guys are gonna need bangers.
I was just looking to see if there was anything fun. I mean, I think the Wolves bench could have some fun props. Ayo Dosunmu over 15, Nasri over 15. If you want to say, yeah, that awesome Wolves bench, especially with Ant a little hobbled, maybe they get some more minutes. Maybe they do some work against Tim Hardaway's stellar defense. Like I think you could do worse than that. Those are both dogs, so see if they bark.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. Thanks, Weenus. All right, boys. Anything else we want to cover here before we go watch a wonderful day of NBA and NHL playoffs?
Well, it is one of the best days of the year. The opening weekend of NBA basketball. There is nothing like it.
Spring has sprung.
All right.
Like, do you have a Stanley Cup champion?
No. If I did it, it would just be the Hurricanes. Like if I was just gonna be a cookie cutter, it would just be the Hurricanes. I
My
don't.
beloved Blackhawks aren't in it this year, so
Yeah, they're dog
got
shit.
nothing. They are fucking terrible.
They are terrible, and I mean they're dog shit out of the
They
bottom of
make
my
my
heart.
fiance visibly ill every time we go to a live game.
All right. Well, that's the card for this week. Some bets will cash, some will turn into regrets. Either way, we ride. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll be back breaking it all down next week. Bet smart, and if it misses, take the shot. Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.